Is it going to be worth your time and resources to go after the Landorus Therian form in Pokemon Go? I'm going to answer that right now. So with all that said, let's jump right in. Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, are you excited to get away from a Tapu and into a brand new shiny form for the first time ever in Pokemon Go, which is going to be Landorus Therian form. If you do need more raid battles to get after this Pokemon, definitely check the pinned comments below, jump into the Discord. There's totally free raid battles. And if you want more premium access, we'll be hosting another raid contest between the premier Discord raiders to see who's going to prevail. As far as the previous one, we did have a contest for the Thundurus. Number 1 was going to be Alpha, number 2 was going to be Bravo, and number 3 was going to be Foxtrot. So congratulations to those groups for shining through in their shiny capabilities, with close runners up of Tango as well as Maverick. So I can't wait to see which group is going to come through as the number 1 spot for the next one. So today what we are going to look at is Landorus Therian form. Is it going to be worth your resources to power up? For a meta attacker, where does it sit? And then for the Go Battle League, where is it going to sit as well? Will you need to max it out to level 40, or may I recommend to max it out to level 50, or should you have a couple of them stacked up because it's that powerful? I don't know. We are going to check it out right now, starting off with the stats. This Pokemon is going to be a ground and a flying type Pokemon. The attack is going to be ranked 38 at 289. The defense is going to be ranked 262, which is slightly problematic, for making it a little bit more tanky of a Pokemon. And the stamina at 205 is going to be ranked 195. So this Pokemon is definitely favored in the attack category, but there's a lot of things such as Mewtwo that's more favored in the attack category that still do really well. These Pokemon are typically favored for more of the meta raid attackers, but at the same time, Mewtwo can do a lot of damage in the Go Battle League just because of its sheer ability to create a lot of powerful attacks. This Pokemon is going to be double weak to ice because of being a ground and a flying type, and it's going to be single weak to water. And as far as its resistances go, it's going to double resist ground. It will have single resistance to bug, electric, fighting, as well as poison. So it's not an extensive list, but it doesn't have a ton of weaknesses either, even though that ice weakness is slightly problematic. But let's see how it stacks up. As far as its movesets go, it's going to get, for fast moves, Extra Sensory as well as Mud Shot, and it's going to get Stone Edge, Earthquake, Superpower, as well as Bulldoze. So Superpower being one of those moves that's a little bit more favorable towards the Go Battle League. It seems like this Pokemon kind of sits on a teeter edge of pretty good for a meta attacker and pretty good for the Go Battle League, but let's start checking it out. So we're now going to check out the DPS times TDO, which is going to be the total damage output times the damage per second, to see how well-rounded this Pokemon is going to be in itself and what is going to be the best moveset. Starting off, we have Mud Shot and Earthquake as the best moveset on the Landorus Therian form at 2,141. Then we have Extra Sensory Earthquake at 1988. Then we actually have the Incarnate form coming in here. We're going to compare it between the two with Mud Shot and Earth Power at 1850. So I just want to put this out there that if this Pokemon were to ever get Earth Power, it will be an extremely valuable meta raid attacker, but it does get Earthquake, so that's slightly going to take it down on the list, unfortunately. But let's continue on, but I just want to make you guys aware. Then we have Mud Shot Bulldoze at 1442, which is quite far down from the Earthquake combination. Then we have Extra Sensory Bulldoze, then we have it with Mud Shot and Superpower, and then we have it with Extra Sensory and Superpower at 1339. And the other thing about this Pokemon being that it is a dual typing, it actually doesn't get any access to any type of flying moves. It is strictly ground moves and unique movesets such as Superpower and Stone Edge, which are off-type moves. So with that said, now let's take this Pokemon out of this context and put it in the ground attackers and see where does it sit up as a meta ground attacker. Number 1, not out yet, but it is still going to be a very high contender. We have Mega Garchomp with Mud Shot and Earth Power at 7,031, followed by Primal Groudon at Mud Shot and Earthquake at 4741. So look at that Earth Power, guys. It is insane how strong that has made that Mega Garchomp when it does make its way into Pokemon Go. But as of right now, these two Pokemon are not in there, but they are obviously the best ground attackers, which will obviously shake the meta up crazily. And then we have Mega Swampert with Mud Shot and Earthquake at 2858. Next we have Garchomp at Mud Shot Earth Power at 2262, followed by the Landorus Therian form Mud Shot Earthquake at 2141. So right off the bat, number 1 is going to be Garchomp with the Earth Power move, which was the Calm Day move on Gible. And then number 2, we have the Landorus in the Therian form with the Earthquake. Like I said, if it were to ever have access to that Earth Power, it would make it quite mighty strong. But right off the bat, being a ground type attacker, I will cover a little bit more of the Pokemon here, but think about it, guys. We have had Gible Day. We all have had access to thousands, potentially, of XL candy, thousands of regular candy, or at least in the hundreds for XL candy, if you didn't go out and trade as gung-ho as I did. And you probably have lucky Pokemon of this as well, because we've had access to the shiny and we've had lucky trades as well. So as far as this goes, honestly speaking, from a meta raid attacker standpoint, being that it's in spot number 2, it is a legendary, so it's gonna take a premium to get the XL candy. I would suggest just sticking towards the Garchomp, and for the future, which is gonna be Mega Garchomp. Let's cover a couple other Pokemon because it is above, to be fair, Groudon with Mudshot and Earthquake at 2062, Shadow Mamoswine with Mudslap and Bulldoze at 1963, Rhyperior with Mudslap and Earthquake at 1874, and the Incarnate Landorus at Mudshot and Earth Power at 1850. Excadrill at the bottom there, Mudslap and Drill Run at 1663. If you want to go to second page and pause here, you can do so. So like I said, guys, honestly speaking, it does sit above the Groudon, which is impressive, but I do anticipate at some point, which you probably will have to Elite TM onto your Groudons, it will get a premium moveset. If you want to check out my anticipated move up here, you can see that video and check it out for yourself. So, do I recommend getting this Pokemon as far as multiple of them to put into your raid parties? In XL form, probably not the XL form, maybe XL one of them, because we're also gonna check it out in the PvP standpoint and see where does it sit for the Ultra, the Master League, and the Master League Classic. Because then maybe we'll get a well-rounded recommendation. But as far as a ton of meta raid attackers to keep going hard, Garchomp sits as the number 1. I would stick to that Pokemon, especially because Garchomp is a really good Pokemon, and it's gonna be triple resistant to electricity, which is pretty cool. Which then is gonna lead us into the Go Battle League. So for the Ultra League, it's gonna be ranked 261, and the Incarnate form is gonna be ranked 192, so they're obviously not recommended at all, from my opinion, in the Ultra League. But what can it do for the Master League? In the Master League, the Incarnate form is 29, and the Therian form, which we are covering here, is going to be ranked 30, with the recommended moveset of Mudshot, Superpower, as well as Stone Edge. And then in the Classic, the Incarnate form is gonna be ranked 11, and the Therian form is going to be ranked 16, which is going to be the best placing for the Go Battle League for it. So, if you want to be really cheap operationally for this Pokemon, what you can do is just get it to level 40 and use it for the Master League Classic. But if you want to get it to level 50, guys, just remember that a level 50 Pokemon is going to be approximately the cost of $50 if you buy the 100 coin pack. So I want to make you aware of that before you go gung-ho. I hope in the future that there's going to be a little bit more balance to XLs, and I would suggest that obviously, Pokemon Go, the best case scenario for something like this situation, I think, is patience pays off, because at some point balance does come back into the game and make it more feasible, as opposed to just having to pay a bunch of money and do a bunch of things and time and resources into getting it only a specific way, which is gonna be raiding, right? So with that said, what is gonna be my recommendation overall for this Pokemon? I would say at least get it to level 40 to be able to use it, 1, as a meta raid attacker, and you can use it in the Go Battle League, or if you wanna power up a couple of them, the only other thing I would recommend is only 1 getting it to the XL, but I am only gonna give that recommendation about a 60% approval rate, because we can easily get Garchomp in the Lucky and the Shiny to level 50 at a whole lot less resources, and you don't really have to pay for it, and it's gonna premiere further along as far as a meta attacker, and it still does really well in the Go Battle League. So, that is going to be my recommendations. Let me know in the comments below what you guys plan to do on it, but that is going to be where it sits, and that's full transparency as far as Landorus Therian form in Pokemon Go. So I appreciate you guys being here, as always. To my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody takes your support and subscription to the next level. I'm going to see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.